Psalms chapter 44, verse 1. The KJV translation. The KJV translation. The headline reads, Former deliverance and present trouble. Former deliverance and present trouble. We have heard with our ears, O power Yahweh. Our fathers have told us what work thou didst in their days, in the time of old. How thou didst drive out the heathens with thy hand, and planted them. How thou didst afflict the people and cast them out. For they got not the land, for they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arms save them, but thy right hand and thy arm, and all the light of thy countenance, because thou hast a favor unto them. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. The Wadi of Ba'ashem, Yahushua, for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone who deserve double honors. Rightfully so. Shalom to the Aki and pushing the word in sincerity and truth, being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come and what is to come. Race wars, famine, concentration camps, starve, ID chip, which is the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord lifting the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens. Rightfully so. Baratazah, the Lord take the course of this video. Just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place, spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all the other filthy customs they have taken upon. Right now the time is 4:02 a.m. in the morning. Monday, March 18, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And this is very spiritual that I was trying to do a video last night, but I was so exhausted. I kind of crashed out several times, burned out for trying to, work, just burnt out. So this is very powerful. I'd rather this be clear. So I looked up a few verses yesterday, right? I was trying to find a verse. I do believe it's the same chapter, if I'm reading this right. So, what was the verse? Oh, okay. So, very powerful right here. So it says, read the headlines of this chapter. It says, former deliverance and present trouble. Former deliverance and present trouble. All right. So it says, right, we have heard with our ears. How do we hear with our ears? We heard this. We heard our elders break down these scriptures and told us about our ancestors and who we are, our nationality, and Yahweh power, power Yahweh Yahushua, our fathers have told us, and we have the scriptures. Um, um, we have been in these scriptures meditating on what happened in the ancient time, the time of old, and so we are. Um, it's been what's been written in these scriptures for our learning, and we have been taught who our ancestors were and our what happened to us back then. And then you know how they say history repeats itself. This is history repeating itself because we went through the same shit. Every time we went off, we went through the same thing. And the scriptures is clarifying that if we don't obey Yahweh Shalom Shah, he's not gonna get us. He's not gonna protect us. That's where it's at. Okay. So we have heard with our ears, oh Yahweh Shah power, our fathers have told us. And they did. They tell us in these scriptures, what work thou didst in their days, in the time, oh, and that it's the old times. All right. So we are proclaiming our ancestors right today, which is spiritually us, right? Through the spirit, the spirit always gets in a new body. It's the body that we how you say goes into the grave and come back, right? You go to a new body, but the spirit remains forever. Because the spirit don't be put into no place where it's be tortured. Right now, on the earth is where judgment lies, and when we don't do the right thing, we'll be judged on the earth. Right? How thou didst drive out the heathens with thy hand, and he have did that. They say Allah Shaija, terrible demon like power. He sent forth his angels, and what's that chapter? Hold on. This is a very powerful chapter. Let's see if I can get that real quick. I'm gonna hurry up. Oh wow. Oh, I'm just waking up. I'm thinking about a verse where the Lord has driven out our enemies out of the land that He wanted to give to us. What is this? Salakia, my tablet decided to do something else. What is going on? Sheesh. All right, let's open it slow. It's early in the morning, so Salakia. I'm just opening my eyes, and I'm just like, I was in the spirit, still had this thought in my mind about these chapters. So the former deliverance was, lots of times, but the main one was Egypt. Us coming out of Egypt. That was a real main one because the Lord, He had us walk on dry land. He opened the sea, the water. He divided the waters for us to walk through on dry land. Real powerful stuff right there. Something to think about. Let's see if this chapter pops up because my tablet is acting real slow. So Salakia, bear with me. It's early in the morning. Come on, really. Salakia is acting crazy. Crazy. That's the spirit. Public communication. That's what we do in this video. Come on. Oh. All right. All right, that's my listen. Salak. We're gonna walk to the. I don't know what's going on. Bear with me. Everything is real slow right now. It's early in the morning. All right. Let's see what the internet's doing. That's on. Salaki, we're in real time right now. I don't know what's going on with the service. Alrighty. Alright, come out here. So, we have found out that our, so like, got lost train of thought, but my tablet is acting real slow. So, let me see if I can pull up on this computer here, see what's going on. So we're experiencing a transformation from one kingdom to another, and it's happening. It's like it. My system's acting crazy, and we're gonna open it up here. What is 6? Maybe it was 6. Let's see. Oh boy, trying to remember now. What are my favorite chapters? Prayers for mercy in a time of trouble. Oh, Salakia, I'm thinking of the wrong chapter. Alright, saw this, Salakia. That was powerful right there, too. It reminded me. Alright. Everything is slow. Alright, Salakia. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7. Because the Lord gave us these lands. He gave it to us. He said that's what he was going to do. And he promised, he said, he'll give you the land of milk and honey. But other people is there. So you're going to have to go in there and bust them up. I'm going to go over before you and make them and bust them up a little bit for you. Hey, the Lord can do what he want. Okay. Hey, we didn't do what we were supposed to do, right? We got bust up. We got to remember that. We didn't do our. Remember, every time we didn't obey Yahweh, he bust us up. He sent other heathens on top of us. So now, these nations, we were supposed to be here to govern these nations. This is what the scripture says. This is what they don't. You know the movie Book of Eli. It said we don't get that book. That's the book. That's the book. You know, I gotta watch the movie again. But they were chasing Denzel for that book. Eli for the book. All right. So just going off the spirit. So let's see. It says in Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1. When the Lord thy power, when the Lord Yahweh shall thy power shall bring thee into the land whether thou goest to possess it, and has cast out many nations. All right, it's an estimate before thee, the Hittites, the Gergetites, and the Ammonites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and 7 nations greater and mightier than thou, right? Salakia. And when the Lord thy power shall deliver them before thee, see, the Lord's gonna do these things, man. He's gonna deliver us these other nations, man. Okay, this is a very, very powerful chapter right here because it tells you that out of all these nations, the Lord Yahweh Shah is only dealing with us. That's the dynamic part. And when the Lord Yahweh Shah thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. So we had a job to do. That was our job. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. See, the Lord, man, this is the good book. It's the Bible, man. So I'm telling you, man, that this is why everything is happening. Because they read this book, man. They know that Yahweh Shah is he's merciful to his people. But he when his people don't do right, what happens? They get ran. We get ran down on. Okay, we get ran down on. Okay. So the point was whether thou in the first verse it says when the Lord thy power shall bring thee into the land whether thou goest to possess it, and cast out many nations before thee. So we're supposed to be we're supposed to be bossing these nations up, man. I'm telling you, man, like, and it's a lot, it's 18 different nations. And they got their sons, and they came up with their, this how Isaac got his 12 sons. We got 144,000 men that's gonna be government. It's gonna be the government. That's a lot. That's covering that number has to be like a covering of a vast area. We can say galaxies, man. And we're gonna make babies. We're gonna make a lot of babies, and we're gonna have a lot of male sons, and then we're gonna bring back the nation. It's gonna be dynamic, man. So all right, where was that? This tablet. Let's see if the tablet slowed down. I had to come to my living room and get some energy. I don't want the battery to die. So all right, so we have to pull up all these verses I had in here. I brought this out. This thing don't pass. All right, stand by. I gotta get my charger. Seems like my battery would be dying so fast. Let's see. Get this thing juiced up. All right, and we off. So I had a few verses that All right, so let's go back. Now we can pull up. So we need these verses in here, and so we was oh this verse here, man. Check this out. Yeah, look at this headline, man. If I can find this. This was powerful stuff, man. I don't know where I saw that, man. That Psalms. It has to be right around here. This one. It was acting crazy last night. Oh, come on, man. I don't want to start the video over. Alright. Yes. Alright. It says, this is, alright. Oh, jeez. So much going on right now. Salakia. Alright, so Psalms. I want to open up this on my computer here. Let's see if I'm right here. 44. Yeah, so the headline reads, man, very powerful headlines in chapters for for each chapter. And this is Psalms chapter 44, verse 1. And we read the other way, it's 144. So it's very powerful and spiritual. So it says, former deliverance and present trouble. All right, former deliverance and present trouble. So these things go hand in hand with each other, because remember, history repeats itself. You know, the today modern day Egyptians is the Edomites. Those are the modern day Egyptians. Before it was the pharaoh, and what they try to do, they ran down on us. All right, they were trying to bust us up, bro. So what proved that? And the reason why I was doing this video, because I was thinking about the time of the first Passover. What happened right after the Passover? Right before the Passover and after the Passover, which was very powerful stuff. And this is one of the things that happened after the Passover. So I might be all over the place, but it was just I don't want to turn this video off. I want to keep pursuing right now. And then last night I had to shut the video down because my tablet was acting crazy. Couldn't get nothing open. So right now we up. We thinking about how the Lord gonna get us out of this present trouble. And how He did it. How we remember. How do we remember? We went back over the scriptures. Our apostles and our elders, they went back and said, "Look, this is why we in this trouble. And we gotta repent. We gotta feel sorry for what we did to Yahweh Shah and come back and worship them, and stop worshiping these idols." So that's what happens. Okay. So 14. So the headline reads for this chapter, right? It was Pharaoh in pursuit. Pharaoh in pursuit. They was chasing us, man. Just like the modern day Egyptians, the Romans, they've been chasing us too, man. They've been chasing us too. Chased us from out of our land, which was Jerusalem, into Egypt. I mean down to Africa. That's what it says in the Babylon Timbuktu. I went over that a couple of days ago. Just read, you just go back over and you find out, it just reacquaint yourself. If I can use that. So there was a verse in here. Now, when I read this, I was just laughing because, man, he didn't see that the water was on the side, like, boy, the Lord put a spirit on Pharaoh, as he said he hardened his heart, just so he could bust his behind, bust him up, man, bust him up, bro. That's what happened. So and we got the formal deliverance was one of the formal deliverance out of the hands of the Pharaoh, and the present trouble that we're gonna get delivered out of. These things is about to happen, man. So I just wanted to read a little bit of this real fast. I'm gonna read quick, so Salaki. It says I might pronounce some of the words wrong. Salaki. You can always go back to Exodus chapter 14. Right, I'm gonna start at verse 1. The headline reads, Pharaoh in pursuit. Chasing us down, boy, like wanted to bust us up, bro. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, and the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Yashar'Allah that they turn and escape before the pharaoh between Migdol and the sea over against the Baal Zebon, before it shall come, before it shall ye escape by the sea. For the Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, Yashar'Allah, they are entangled in the they are entangled in the land, the wilderness, and has shut them in. And the Pharaoh, and I will harden the Pharaoh heart, that he shall follow after them, and I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord Yahweh. And they did so. All right. So he's telling. He said, "Yo, I want you to get the people together and get up out of there. Just get ready to escape. And I'm gonna harden the Pharaoh heart." So the Lord put all this stuff in people's man's minds. A man's going down of his own. So this is the epic. This is the epic. This we want to know who's our power. Who's the real power? It's Yahweh Shem Shah, man. And it was told, verse 5. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled. He was out. Let's go. What? Moses, they were grabbing their babies. Can you imagine? You know, look how we are now. Just imagine we knew what we knew back then. What? We getting the fuck up out of here? And they run it. You know, they were half tired of working for the Egyptians. You know, they man going to work for no money, nothing. We got what we need. You know, the Lord do provide all the time, man. Gave us some corn. We had the vegetables back then. We was eating good. That's what it tells you in the scriptures. But the Lord said He gonna give us the land of milk and honey, like I read in Deuteronomy chapter 7. So, but He's gonna do it again. The former deliverance and present trouble. We're in present trouble. We're in the time of winding up to the time of Jacob's trouble. So it's coming, and this is the present time to come out of the new Egypt, which is America, which is spiritually known as Egypt. America is spiritually known as Egypt and Babylon and Sodom and Gomorrah. So we're here. We may got a glitch in our of learning this, but it's when you've been taught by the right ones, it's no denying it. You know, it's just based on your faith now. Your faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. You was told show this, and then you see all these things happening, your dreams, all this glorious stuff happening, and you trying to explain it to people, and people looking at you like you crazy. But then you got the same individuals that's amongst your peers, and they going through the same thing. It's not a strange thing. It's not strange. It's not a strange thing. These spiritual situations that's occurring around you. You know, it's not. You know, you can see it now. It's in real time, and when you try to explain this, tell the people, you know what, you ain't got time. You just got, you gotta hope and pray that the Lord gets you up out of this situation. You know, these are the moments, man. These are the moments that build up your faith, man. You know, I had that verse, and I don't know where it's at. I know it's in Peter's. Yeah, I got it. Come on, really? So much was happening with this tablet. Yeah, so I think I got it. And I like this verse. I love this verse too, because it clarifies a lot, man. So, can you imagine the things that was happening in the time of Passover back then? In the dark? All the noise, strange noises, and all the crazy stuff, people screaming. And we here now, we see crazier shit now, but it's like we are more advanced in watching it. We got the videos. I was just watching the video on the train, man. Motherfucker was just, I don't know if it was real or it was made up, but you know how they trying to assimilate a lot of shit to build up the momentum of, oh, you're gonna need us. It's all a psyops. It's all, a lot of stuff is spiritual. So it's all this stuff is being played out in a real time. This is what we're going through. This is the present trouble that's leading up to Jacob's trouble. And once Jacob's trouble starts, which it makes logical sense, that's that roller coaster ride, and that's when the sea hit. People gonna be it's gonna be so much bloodshed. Every time every you look, it's gonna be something going down. And you got you. That's the valley. We're in the valley of the shadow of death. We're gonna need protection from this form of this present trouble. All right. All right. So don't think of it as a strange thing. First Peter chapter 4 verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning your fiery trial, and we are on trial. We're being tried, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happening unto you. It's not a strange thing. It's something that we got. It's unnervable for us to go through this. For us learning this, and we have seen a lot of individuals that was our peers, and they learned this, and they're not doing this now. And now, trust me, they are looking real shaky and stagnant right now, while we still doing this, man. Within the, apostle. I mean, on our elder Saquon, Yashawamba said, he said we got our own issues amongst each other, but we still the body, man. We gotta still work it out. Rebuke each other, and if we love each other, the rebuke is not gonna harm us. It's gonna build us up. And hey, this is why we're here. This is why we're a body. This is why Yahweh Shah is the cleansing agent, and it's happening. So hey, man, hey, you get to be with the brothers, on occasion, but you got to still go back and do some damn work at these damn jobs. But hey, we still a family now. We coming back to being a family, because that's what happened. The Lord came out, got Yasha'Allah out of the hands of the Egyptians. That was the former deliverance. Now he's got, in this present trouble, it's going to be a new deliverance. I'll write this out and get that verse. So don't think of it as a strange thing. Hey, it's happening, baby. It's really happening. So like, I'm trying to do a lot of stuff at one time. All right, so reading on here, it says, all right, it's Exodus chapter 14, verse 5. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was turned against the people. And they said, why have we done this? Who going to help us build all this stuff? I don't want to do it. That's how the so-called white man is now. They don't want to really work. They need us. They need people over here to do this work, man. That we have let Yasha'Allah go from serving us. See, no, my son ain't gonna do it. My daughter ain't gonna do it. They don't want to do their work. They want us. They need servants. We can't have servants. Out of your mind. And he had made ready his chariots and took his people with him. And he took 600 chariots, chosen chariots, and all the chariots of Egypt, and captains and everyone, and captains over every one of them. Took all his army with him. For the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Yasha'Allah. This is after the Passover, man. When they done did things, man. People done lost their children, their firstborn, their first cattle, first everything was rotten, done. Basuda. Right. It says, and the children of Israel, it's like him. And the children of Israel went out with an high hand. Right? So it was out, man. When I watched the movie, I was always watch the movie Ten Commandments. And that was a very spiritual thing yesterday. I had seen can I remember that part? It was like I remembered that part with the tablets. That really stuck out to me back way back when I was to watch the movie. Just come on like on Easter, certain holidays, Ten Commandments used to come on. But Easter was like, I remember back then we're watching the movie Maccabees. It was come on TV. Those were my favorite movies, like movies like that. Like I thought Moses was a superhero, bro. when I saw the water open, I remember when I was a little boy, man. As you grow up, the world take a hold of you more. You know, and we are in this truth. We've been raising our children, and our little ones, and I always tell my little one, I said, the world got more influence on you than I do. And as you grow up, you lose sight of things, and 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 if it wasn't spiritual, you know, if it wasn't a spiritual thing, we wouldn't have nothing, man. Because we got to walk by faith, not by sight. And faith is a gift. You know, very powerful. Right. So this was our form of deliverance, right? Right, form of deliverance and present trouble. Because we got the new pharaoh that's gonna be running down on us, man. I'm telling you, this one is more treacherous. Apostle Gabar said, there was that verse. He said, we're gonna put more worse people in your land than ever, and that's who's over there. They worse than ever. Joshua, he's busting up everybody right now. He's true color. They've been sending so much money over there to that guy over there that he just don't care. They want the whole land, but they ain't gonna have everything, because if you was gonna be the ones, you supposed to possess everything, the galaxies too. You're not you're not going out into space. You're not, man. Yes, well, you have a short time, man. Everybody, all you eating much is done. Just like the Egyptians was. But the Egyptians pursued after them all the horses and chariots. This is Exodus chapter 14, verse 9. This was mainly my point, because I was just thinking that if I can name the same, I may name it different. So I think I got a title now, a new title. That power of the Spirit. So this was just certain things that happened after the Passover, the first Passover, right? Time of in the Egyptian, we was in Egypt, and we always rehearse the righteous acts of the Passover. Which I've learned, which I've seen, I analyzed, I went over certain scriptures, and it's accurate. That's another story, that's another topic, but it's accurate how it's the fourth, it's the the first and the second, it's during the full moon is with our Passover, because that's what's coming up when you look at it. So it's a very powerful moment, man. So let's read on. So it says, but the Egyptians pursued after them all the horses and chariots, and Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them, encamping by the sea beside Hara, before Be'ol-Zephon, Salakia. And when the Pharaoh draw nigh, the children of Yashala lift up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians march after them. Man, it was coming, boy. That was the time of deliverance. That was the time of trouble at that time. Babies, remember we was all together at that time. All 12 tribes was together. Oh shit, what we gonna do? Oh, the babies crying, mama, mama. Kids, grandma and grandpa was all old. Like, Pharaoh, Moses, you brought us out here. You could imagine them talking English now. You had us out here, and now we all being ran down on. That's the type of shit that's gonna be happening now. What's gonna happen to us now? Now we definitely ain't really all together, but the children of but the remnant is coming together. And if it's accurate, we're gonna if it's gonna, those that are the remnant is gonna follow Yahweh Shah, and they're gonna follow the apostles. because that's gonna be accurate, man, and they're gonna know exactly what to do. You know, you're gonna have whatever our Lord allows. I one of His men. He preserved me, but it's gonna be a remnant. It's gonna be a certain batch of people that's gonna rebel, and there's a lot of it's showing itself. Time has shown itself. People that was in it, they're not in it no more. All right, they're not doing it. They don't want to do it no more, and we don't want to be one of those, man, that fall out, that put down the plow. You know? So Salaki, I'm kind of all over the place, but this was maybe the head part, and right, so let's read on. So let's read verse 10 again. It's Exodus chapter 14, verse 10. I was thinking about the time after the Passover, because right now we before the Passover, there's a lot of shit happening, right? People getting shot up on a train. This is happening, that is happening. We don't know what's going on. There's so much stuff happening right now. So much sacrifices, blood sacrifices. It's crazy. They trying to stop. They're trying to hinder what we're doing, but they didn't want to make us the scene of the attraction. Well, the Lord's going to broadcast us. He's going to put us. He's going to put us on the forefront. Shot for that. So Exodus chapter 14, verse 10. When the Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel the children of Yasharallah lift up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them. And it was serious. They had chariots and everything, and they probably had the best armor on. We're gonna rip them apart and bring them back. I want that one that was talking shit. You know how you can imagine. and and they were so afraid, and the children of Yashala cried out unto the Lord Yahweh, and that's what we oh Yahweh Azanaya, you know, crying, Kasaju, I'll do whatever you want. Can you imagine all the stuff they were trying to say then? And they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Talking shit again. Wherefore hast thou dealt us thus with us, to carry us forth out of Egypt? And right there in front of the water and all types of stuff. Can you imagine, man? This is crazy. That's crazy. They talking shit. Man, we didn't experience this, man. But we did back then. But right now, man, this is a miracle, man. It's one of the greatest miracles that's been talked about. And the movie Ten Commandments. I was just watching yesterday. They had the tablets of that they made in the movie, and they had the Ten Commandments on it. And I'm telling you, when I was watching that movie, I was always look at those two things that Moses came down with. I remember, and it was dynamic, man. Whew. Real powerful stuff, bro. And I mean, is verse 12. Is not this word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? But it has been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. Talking mess. Reading on. And right in the headline reads, because this is the point, I wanted to just read about the seed being divided. If it's here, I think I just went up to the top, but yeah, I just want to read on. Right. And they're talking hella shit. That's how they are now. Oh, I'm following you. You just a man like me. You out here talking shit. You understand on the corner. Every time, man, these people's evil. And the headline reads from Exodus chapter 14 to 13. The sea is... Hold on. Let's see what this word is. Make sure it's clear.
Divide.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. The sea is divided. Right? And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord Yahweh, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye should see them again no more forever. You're done. The Lord Yahweh Yahushua shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. Shut your mouth. Your base about to go down. It's about to go down again. It's about to go down, bro. Alright. And the Lord said unto and the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Yashala that they should go forward. But lift thy up thy rod and stretch out thy hand over the sea and divide it. It's about to go down. And the children of Yashala go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. Through the midst of the sea. And I beheld, and I heard, and I will harden the heart of the Egyptian that they shall follow them. And I will go, and I will get me honor upon, and I will get me honor upon the Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, upon the chariots and upon his horsemen. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Yahushua. I have gotten me honor upon the Pharaoh. See, the Lord said you're going to get honor on him, and upon his chariots and upon his horsemen. And the angel of Yahweh Yahushua, which went before the camp of Israel, remove and went behind them, and a pillar of cloud went from before their face and stood behind them. That's that chariot. That man. And it came between the camps of Egypt and the camp of Yashala. And it was a cloud and darkness to them, but gave light by night to these, so that one came out near the other all the night. And Moses stretched out. I'm telling you, it was dynamic, man. That cloud was protecting us, man. And it was darkness to the Egyptians, but light for us, man. Can you fucking imagine? Your niggas done, man. You're done, bro. Yeah, if you read it better than me, but go. Let's see if you get the understanding. We're about to go. It's about to go down, man. It's about to go down. It's about to go down in the AM. Right? How this song. We about to get up out of here, man. Right? We about to get up out of here. So, it happened back then. It's gonna happen again, man. All right. So, and Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all the night, and made the sea dry. Woo! And the water was divided. Now there you go, baby. There you go. That's what happened. This is after this miracle. All types of things was going down for us, man. All types of glorious stuff was going down for us, bro. The Lord was making it happen before our enemies' eyes. Like, what the fuck? What's going on over there? You know how we who knows what type of funky words they was using back then for curses. You know how we say, what the fuck is that? Oh shit. Man, what the hell no. Can you imagine what they were saying back then? Hey man. But I know we was praying to the Lord. You know, we got them little kids with us. Man, can you imagine? We can't remember now, man, but our fathers told us about this, man. That's what it tells you in Psalms. It says, there was a verse I wanted to lead up here. He possessed. There's so many, Oh, hold on. Let's go here. I think it was Exodus 15. It was something I saw that let me hear. But I think I fully read it there. But it was two verses that I was It was in Exodus 15. It's because I was just learning this, man. You still gotta go over the chapters. You gotta go. You gotta study. You gotta bring back a lot of stuff that was taught that we read back then, that we was taught back then. Our history is vast, man. It's so much miracles that happen during the time. But this is the time of the Passover. The reason I'm doing it is the time of the Passover, I just was just stuck in my mind last night, and how, and then the Spirit gave me these headlines, right? And I do believe. Let me see. Former deliverance and present trouble. We are in present trouble, and we have former deliverance that's going to build us up. Us knowing about what's happening to us back then, we know how to conduct ourselves now. So that's what's happening. So I want to read on, because it's saying the same thing I got in Exodus 15 is where I got this from. So right, it says we're gonna read verse 21 again. Exodus chapter 14 verse 21. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind. I mean, he was just making it nice and dry for us, man. All right. All that night, and made the sea dry land. Ooh, man, that was fire, bro. This is the part I loved in the movie Ten Commandments, man. I ain't gonna front when I was a little boy, man. Hey, man, I truly believe that this was my going through this. It made me an example. I'm an example of mercy being put upon, and going out there and learning learning other doctrines. And now, hey, I always truly believe that it was a higher power, and the power has revealed itself to me through His men. And that's how I see it. And Dwight Yabashim Shah, he got me. He still got me doing His will. And this is where it's at, man. Yes, it's a boring life, but you know what? Hey, you still getting. I'm still eating. Still got some waters and bottles. As good as it's gonna get for now. But the Lord's gonna get. He promised us the land of milk and honey. He already did that back then. Driven out the other enemy. He smote them and gave us the land. He's gonna do it again. So, and made the sea dry land, and the water was divided, and the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea of dry ground. Whoo! And the water was a wall, and the water was a wall. This is the part I was done. This is you're finished, Joshua. This ain't happened for you. Not in new or not in honey. Not in new, not who cares? Well, you over there. This ain't happened for you. Let's read this again. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon dry ground, and the water was a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. It must look like an aquarium. Can you imagine? Come on, man. Y'all done, man. It was walking on dry land. This is the time of This is the former time of the former deliverance. This is former deliverance, man. The Spirit was leading me to this, and I was like, cause I thought about the time after the Passover. What happened after the Passover? After we did our, things happen before the Passover and things happen after the Passover. There's always some crazy stuff happening. It's crazy, with some strange things. You don't think of some spiritual things happening. Just use the right words. The Lord is always shifting the shifter, right? And then breaking up more, making it more thinner for you to get through. Remember that straight gate is thin. It's like one grain can get through at a time. Shift. And if you get through, man, you're gonna make it to the promised land. You could potentially be one of the hopeful elect. All right. Oh man, I don't know. I had other verses, but this was powerful. I needed this one. This is Exodus chapter 14, verse. This is Exodus chapter 14. This is what I'm reading. That was 23. All right. It says Pharaoh in pursuit after us, man. It was running. You're done, Joshua. Come on, do it. That's what I'm saying. Like we are about to experience something phenomenal. Exodus chapter 14, verse 22. All right, and the children. This is 144. It's 2 is 4. Exodus chapter 14, verse 22. Powerful chapter, right? This is a miracle right here. And the children of Israel, Yashala went into the midst of the sea upon dry ground. In the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the water was a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them in the midst of the sea, even all the Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. You're done. And it came to pass that morning, which the Lord looked upon the hosts of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire. Woo! A cloud of the cloud of the cloud. It must have been, oh man. And troubled the hosts of the Egyptians. It was doing all types of things to them. And took off the wheels, broke them. Level up. We're about to level up out here, man. And took off the chariot's wheel, zapping them, zip, 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 zapping them, zip, 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 zap, zap, laser beams. Those had to be laser beams. That they drove them heavily, so that the Egyptians said, "Let us flee from the face of Yashala, for the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians." Oh man, where we going? We can't beat them. Look at this. Come on, man. Those were chariots, man, shooting laser beams, man. Zapping them, zapping their wheels. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, "Stretch out thy hand over the sea, that the water may come again upon the Egyptians, and upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen." And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to his strength. Ooh, bam, boom. Man, that water must have splashed on them. When the morning appeared, the Egyptians fled against it. And the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. Come on, this is us, man. We being protected, man. We got a lot. We got some mercies about to happen. Some miracles about to happen, bro. I about to sign one of them, man. So I watch that shit, bro. And the water returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen and all the hosts of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. There remained not so much as one of them. Need I say more? So, but the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the water was a wall unto them, and their right hand and on their left. It was like an aquarium. You know how you look at an aquarium, a fish tank? It's like that. Like, what was holding that up? Pure power. Thus say Thus say the Lord Yahweh Yahshua, saved Yashala that day out of the hands of the Egyptians. And the Yashala saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. Done. So, hey, need to say more. Kind of went long, but I had to get that out. So, I'll be right beside the Lord give me a heading. So, I'm going to say the former deliverance from the Egyptians after the Passover. The former deliverance after the Passover. Something like that. We're gonna make it happen. I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shah, Bashim Rakadash. The water Yahweh Shemel Shah, for giving us apostles and the elders of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim. Shalom.